Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today let's go over a hard question that I just solved on my own. So I'm really happy about this because again I did it without any assistance. So let me show you how I came up with my own solution. Looks like I tried a couple times and then I was able to do it. So basically this one's pretty straightforward. You just have to follow the instructions, but you have to do it optimally. So you have this array and you want to return an array based on a couple of rules. So let's go ahead and declare an empty array. And first you have two functions, and the first thing you want to do is append nums of 1 to arr1, which is really just the first element and the second element. So 2 goes in 1. Where is it? Okay, and 1 goes in 2. So let's call this arr1 and arr2. And let's just have nums of 0 and then nums of 1, exactly how the instructions say. And then for the rest of the elements, we just want to go from range 2 to length of nums and decide what to do. Okay, so now what we have to do is find out how many elements are greater than the current value. So the current value is nums of I, and then let's say 1 bigger and 2 bigger. And then we just have to count how many elements are bigger than this current value in both lists. So let's go over arr1. If a is bigger than value, then 1b plus equal to 1. Do the same for arr2. If a is bigger than value, then 2b plus equal to 1. And then here, now we have to compare the elements. So if the count is greater, if 1b is greater than 2b, then arr1 dot append nums of I. Okay. And then here, if it's less than, if 1b is less than 2b, then arr2 dot append nums of I, as it says right there. Otherwise, if they're tied, then we have to basically say, okay, so if length of arr1 is equal to length of arr2, then it says there's a tie, then append to arr1. Otherwise, or if it's less than or equal to, otherwise, well, so if they're equal, then give 1 priority. If length of arr1 is less than length of arr2, then obviously we do the same thing. 1 dot append nums of I. Otherwise, arr1 is bigger than arr2, so we do this for arr2. And then at the end, we can just return arr1 plus arr2. So let's run this. So great, that technically works. But as you'll see, if you submit it, this was my first try. This is going to be really slow. It's going to be n squared. So we have to find a better way to figure out how many elements are bigger than this value, which we do that using a sorted list in binary search. So let's call this 1SL, and 2SL is going to be sorted list of arr1 and arr2. It acts as a heap. Let's do this afterwards. We declare this. And then in each iteration, whenever we make a change to arr1, we're just going to add nums of I. So to 1SL and then 2SL dot add nums of I. Let's do this here as well, and then here as well. And then now, instead of doing this loop, what we're going to do is just say, cool, how many elements are bigger than this value? Well, it's already in sorted order, so we're just going to do a bisect right inside of 1SL and value, bisect right 1 or 2SL and value. And then because this is the point where this value appears, it's supposed to be placed in sorted order. So for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we had 5, it would go right here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So then how many elements are bigger than, or it's going to go at 5, how many elements are bigger? So the whole length minus whatever this number is, that's how many are bigger than, because bisect right finds exactly where it's supposed to start. So then is going to be length of arr1 minus this, right? Length of arr2 minus this, right? Hopefully that makes sense. So if we run it now and submit it, And just to show you, there you go, passes all test cases. So again, it's not the most efficient, but I was really happy that I came up with this on my own. Not often do I solve hard problems with such a low acceptance rate on my own. So just to show you what I meant, let's say that we want to, let's print ARR1, or let's print 1SL. And let's say we want to insert bisect right inside of 1SL, let's say 4. Let's get a better example. So let's say you want to insert 4 that go at index 2, right? So let's print B to confirm that. Cool, so index 2. So the whole length is 3 minus 2. How many are bigger than 4? Bigger than 3 or 4? 1, right? 3 minus 2 is 1. So that's how it works. So again, let's submit it again. And again, just really happy that I was able to solve this one. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more.